Last week, Connecticut hit 11,000 COVID-related deaths. By taking a deeper dive into those numbers, we can confirm some things we already knew about COVID in Connecticut, but also clear up some potential misconceptions. Now, first of all, as you may have guessed, the pace of deaths has slowed considerably. We hit the halfway mark of 5,500 deaths right around here during the start of the Delta wave in December of 2020. But while it took about 270 days to get to that mark, it took almost twice as long, almost exactly, for the other 5,500 deaths to occur. And thanks to vaccines, we've done a slightly better job at protecting our most COVID vulnerable people, the elderly. Now, people over the age of 80, or 80 and up, I should say, made up nearly 60% of the first 5,500 deaths. But after that, watch this, in orange, the percentage dropped down to 52%. That's one of the big reasons that it thankfully took a lot longer for the rest of the 11,000 deaths to occur. But it is also worth noting that even when you account for widespread vaccination, age is still the single biggest risk factor for COVID death by far. Now, from day one, there were big racial disparities in the pandemic, with black and brown people dying at a greater rate than the white population. Although, look, you wouldn't know it by looking at this graph. Keep in mind, these are not overall numbers. This is deaths per 100,000 people for each of the three most populous racial groups in Connecticut, with non-Hispanic white and black residents dying at almost exactly the same rate, and then the Hispanic population here way behind. But there's a problem. I said before, age is the single biggest risk factor by far. And these three groups are not the same age on average. In fact, the white population is much older. Adjust for age, and there's the real story. Look at this in orange. The death rate for non-Hispanic white people in Connecticut, over 40% lower than it is for Hispanics, and half of what it is for the non-Hispanic black population. I'm Tim Lammers, Fox 61 News.